Riparian Reconnect is a restoration program consisting of Colorado Open Lands, Ecometrics, Gilliland Associates, and Johnson Environmental Consulting. Together, we aim to reverse decades of adverse human impacts on riparian areas in Colorado's headwaters.
The riparian area is the area adjacent to a stream that is influenced by the water levels in the stream.
Streams and riparian systems work together as a system of water, plants, and animals moving through the watershed.
The Riparian Reconnect partners are a group of hydrologists, conservationists, and biologists that work together to heal impaired streams and riparian areas. Our work began in Park County, where riverscapes have become dried out and disconnected from historical land use.
Park County streams have really changed a lot, and we know that they've changed because there are a few spots that act as these reference spots.
What excites me about the work being done in Park County is that there's been about 150 years of land use change, which has usually ended up in the degradation of these unique wetland resources. And what's going on today is trying to turn back the clock and bring back a lot of these degraded resources.
A lot of our streams that were impacted by mining or ranching over 200 years ago, water moves through these systems really fast and it's really dry, but if we can restore these and get them to store water and like a big sponge up here, that water is released slowly through the summer and fall periods. So stream flows all the way down to support the South Platte River, down all the way to Denver.
Our team focuses on headwaters streams. These streams feed Colorado's rivers, and they shape how water flows through a watershed. Watersheds with naturally healthy riparian areas provide a more consistent supply of water, with resilience against flood, drought, and wildfires, while at the same time supporting the fish, game, and native plants and animals that depend on this critical habitat.
Being in the headwaters has responsibilities because we're getting the freshest, cleanest water. It's just fallen. We have actually the first chance to mess it up.
What we try to do when we get to a stream restoration project is think about the whole process and kind of getting back lost pieces of how the water moves across the land. We're trying to reactivate old wetland areas and floodplains and allow for that water to slow down and spread out in a more historic way. What this allows the water to do is to stay on the land longer and benefit the entire area as it goes down.
So our restoration efforts have been trying to basically undo some of the impacts that have happened over the last 200 years in Park County to make these streams function more naturally and kind of be able to give us all these benefits that they normally would. Getting the right vegetation back, we're changing how the water flows down the valley, getting it to spread out, getting it to reactivate floodplains.
This work would not be possible without the support of state and local funders, including the Park County Land and Water Trust Fund, the Colorado Water Conservation Board, Colorado Parks and Wildlife, Great Outdoors Colorado, and contributions from private landowners and foundations. To date, we have raised over $1.2 million to support this work and have improved about 15 miles of rivers and streams and over 550 acres of associated wetlands. This is accomplished by imitating natural processes to slow down the flow and keep water on the land longer, by installing structures that mimic the effect of beavers, replanting vegetation such as willows that support wildlife large and small, and sometimes physically reshaping the course of the streams themselves. We can bring back natural processes that will continue long after the initial work is complete.
The benefits of stream restoration really reach far beyond any one particular landowner.
Wetlands matter because they perform a variety of functions, ecosystem services, benefits that society gets to enjoy for free. Wetlands purify our water, wetlands maintain the flow in our rivers, wetlands support wildlife.
The streams in Park County are really important to everyone.
Having these opportunities to do these restoration projects is really my biggest passion right now. And being able to kind of fix something that was broken a couple hundred years ago and really see it work is super rewarding. It's awesome.
As the Riparian Reconnect initiative continues, We plan to restore even more of the lost ecological function in Colorado's headwaters, for plants, for fish, for wildlife, and for the people of Colorado.